it's Jaylyn again from Jaylyn Cooking, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be cooking a couple of recipes from the Galaxy's Edge cookbook. My husband got this for me when we were watching some of the YouTube channels of people going to Galaxy's Edge, and then he noticed that there was an actual cookbook, so he bought that for me. And today we're going to be making Endorian Tip-Yip, which is basically a fried chicken dish, and we're going to pair it with a Chokeroot mash, which is basically mashed parsnips with artichokes. And let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel the parsnips. It kind of looks like a white carrot, and it kind of smells like a carrot too. It's a little bit tangier than a carrot, and it's really good. And I'm using about two large parsnips here. And then we're gonna chop it up, and we're gonna cook it up. We're going to add it to our pot. And then we're going to take 2 garlic cloves. And chop those up real fine. Then we're going to go ahead and take a bay leaf and then we're going to add in buttermilk and regular milk, and then we're going to cook it and let it boil down until the parsnips get really tender, because we're going to mash them. Alright, it's just going to take a couple of minutes for that to happen, and then when it does, we'll come back and show you what it'll look like. Okay, we're back, and it looks like it's pretty good mixed up in there. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the bay leaf, and then I'm going to turn off the stove, and then grab our masher and mash the parsnips. And if I kind of have a not very good masher, but if you have like a metal masher, it'll probably work better for you. There we go. I did have to add a little bit more milk and cream, and I said buttermilk, I meant heavy whipping cream. So that's what I meant. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, now it's all mashed up. And I'm actually going to add in a little bit of more milk. So hold on one moment, let me grab that. Just soften it up a little bit. There we go. And it's going to look a little bit like mashed potatoes or mashed carrots. And it's going to be a little lumpy, at least mine is, because as I said, I only have a, let me mash it a little bit more. I only have a plastic masher, and it would probably be easier to use a wooden one. There we go. That's starting to look good. There. Alright, so now we're going to add in a mixture of pepper, salt, and nutmeg. Alright, and I'm not giving you the exact amount of what I'm putting in here because it is from a cookbook and we want you to buy the cookbook, and we'll put a link on the web page to let you know where you can get the book. Alrighty. Then we're adding artichoke hearts and Parmesan cheese. And I like to use the shredded Parmesan. You could also use the grated Parmesan. And then we're just gonna mix that up. And I'm also going to add in some mixed vegetables. This one has carrots, peas, green beans, and corn. Alright, there we go. I'm putting this to the aside so I can get started on the Tip-Yip, which is the chicken part. So, alright, let's get that started. I'm going to take a pot and I'm going to fill it up about half of oil. And I'm going to get that started to heat up. I'm putting it at about a 6, between a 6 and a 5. So one of the ingredients is a sauce that goes onto the side with with parsley. So I'm gonna cut off the ends of that and then do that. Stuff it in my little thing here. Tina had one of those ones and I also have one too. And then we're gonna add about some olive oil. And some apple vinegar cider. And some salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning dried. And then we're just going to pulse it until it gets mixed. Alright, and then we'll just let it go back down, and it kind of looks like a pesto sauce, but with parsley. There we go. Oh, it smells good. We do put in a little bit of chicken broth too. Alright, so now we're going to start the chicken. So we have flour and spices. And we're going to mix that up. And we have and mix that up. Alright, and now I'm going to start cutting up my chicken. I'm using 2 chicken breasts. And I'm going to cut them in half and then in thirds. Okay, now we have our assembly line with our chicken, our egg mixture, and our flour mixture. So we're going to just coat it with the egg mixture and then the flour mixture. Some of the pieces are a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Alright, we're down to the last one. Now we're gonna put it into our pan that's been heating up. We'll put a couple in at a time and cook those up. And you're going to cook those up until they turn brown, like a light brown. That way you know that the chicken is done. The bigger ones are going to take a couple more minutes. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and plate it up now. So, put our Chokeroot on the bottom. With our Endorian Tip-Yip in the top. And our Gurreck gravy. It smells good. Kind of smells like a pesto sauce, but with parsley instead of basil. There you go. Alright, there you go, guys. That is from the Galaxy's Edge cookbook. And also I got inspired for this recipe from Dano. The Dano from the Dano channel. He's everything Star Wars. He's awesome. So, yay. Alright, bye.